Ever wondered how to take one niche and create a business from that holds multiple income streams? Ever wanted to see the structure or the plan behind such businesses that you often see online? If this is something that is interesting to you, then you are definitely in the right video, because in a few moments I'm going to share with you a new niche that I'm starting out and my very detailed plan on exactly how I'm going to make money from it, detailing all the sources of traffic and all the sources of revenue, plus potential sources of revenue in the future. Now, I've been working on this pretty extensively, which is why I've been absent from this channel a little bit. As you can see, I've only had 2 videos in the month of May, and yeah, I'm looking at my new website and I can't stop smiling. Now, while it does say steal my business plan on the thumbnail of this YouTube video, I didn't mean it in a way of this is the best niche. These are the best keywords that you can target. I meant steal the structure or the logic behind the structure when it comes to your own niche. And obviously you don't have to steal all of it. I am planning a system that combines a Fourthwall website and shop with print-on-demand merch and printables and freebies, along with a YouTube channel and Instagram account, 2 Substack publications, and multiple books that I'm going to write. And while you don't have to do all of them, understanding the logic behind them can make or break a business. Now, I know that a lot of you are going to have a lot of questions, which is why every single comment in this video, every question will be answered in another video in a few days. So I can't wait to see what you guys are commenting, what you guys are thinking, and I can't wait to take you to my screen and show you exactly what I've been working on for the last few weeks. Now, I have a lot of things in mind. We're going to go to my screen and we're going to see a bunch of cool stuff and a bunch of cool platforms. But before I do that, I just feel like, I keep forgetting to introduce myself. So, hi everyone, welcome to Passive Income with May. I'm May, otherwise it will be a very weird name for a channel. And in this channel, I document the things that I do for my own passive income journeys, streams, businesses that I've been doing for over a decade. Some videos are about the tools that I'm using, some videos are about marketing or research or design, and this video is kind of like, I don't know, a look inside the hood. I'm sorry for always looking left. I'm working with 2 screens here. One of them I'll bring into the focus right now, and we're going to go over my website. So much talking, I know. I just want to get started. So, welcome to my Fourthwall shop Blueprint Reflections, which I am using as a website as well to hold information. So everything is on the same place. Every chance that I'm going to get of someone coming from SEO is going to come directly also to a page or a website that contains a shop. Now, for those of you who don't know what Fourthwall is a shop builder designed for content creators mostly, but is used by other people. It's automatically integrated with Printful, which is a print-on-demand supplier, and other print-on-demand suppliers, and you can sell your own products, print-on-demand products, digital files, and even create memberships. There will be a full video about what is Fourthwall, hopefully in this month. And also there are other Fourthwall videos already on this channel. I will link to them in the description. By the way, if you want to start your own Fourthwall store, you should know that if you use my link down below in the description, you're going to get a little bit of an added bonus, some free money to start ordering your own merch to test it out and to take photos with it, because, that's fun and also very useful when you're actually doing marketing right. Okay, let's start with the homepage. So first here we have Blueprint Reflections. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the logo. I love the simplicity of it, and I love this little icon that I have here that is kind of connected to itself. And to be honest, I was really trying to find the proper name for this niche or this journey that I'm starting, which is currently going to be about human design. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know that I'm obsessed with that. So that is the new niche that I'm working on a separate channel, not on this one. Now, why Blueprint Reflections? I feel like a lot of people don't really think about names of businesses when they start them out, but that is actually very important. If you are someone who watches human design videos or consumes this kind of content, you know that most creators either use their name or something relating to human design, like Human Design Portal or Human Design Alignment or something like that. Now, if I were to use my name, May Arroyo, most likely people who would be searching for that will find this channel because it has been the name of my channel for a very long time. And if I were to use human design, I'm constricting myself because I'm also in the process of studying Gene Keys and getting certified as a Gene Keys guide, which will happen hopefully in 2026. It's a 9-month program. But the concept blueprint, basically our charts, our graphs, what we were born with, the astrological aspect of it, I feel like human design is always astrology on steroids. The concept of blueprints will apply to Gene Keys as well, and reflections makes it sound a little bit more soft, I guess, than someone who's a guide or a coach or a program or a mentor or a portal, because I do not want to be any of those things. I feel like I'm the worst leaving money on the table kind of person, but I prefer my income streams to be passive and not too complicated. No coaching programs and stuff like that. Now back to the page. I have a photo of me. I'm actually wearing the same leggings today as in the photo. Dun-dun-dun-dun! With my sweatshirt Born to Inform, which is a part of the collection of human design, and it says welcome fellow human. I might change that banner, I'm still not sure. Under that, it says reflecting on our blueprint. And this is basically a welcome paragraph. Welcome to Blueprint Reflection, a space dedicated to exploring the power of human design. Again, if I'm going to add Gene Keys, I'm just going to change the main page. And then it says start exploring your design. Here's a photo of me with a wall that I painted. I just love that wall. I love waking up to it every day. And it explained a little bit about what is human design, which is a self-awareness system that blends astrology, the I Ching, the chakra system, the quantum physics to create a detailed map of how your energy is designed to function. And of course, the Kabbalah. Why did I not put that there? Okay, I need to edit that. It's a good thing that I'm going to review this with you. I'm going to write notes while I edit this video. And here there is a link to something called Explore Your Design, which is understanding your design here. It's the same exact link. And then it has Blueprints of the Soul, which if some of you think that this looks a little bit like a poem, you are very correct, because the first book that I'm going to launch relating to this niche is a human design poetry book that I finally finished going over and editing. I actually took a small writer's retreat to some chalet here in the mountains of Bulgaria, isolated myself for 5 days or 6 days in order to finish that book, and it will be finished and done very soon with an Amazon KDP tutorial, of course. Under this, there is Explore Human Design Through Poetry, which is basically the main offer that I'm considering to have when it comes to this project. So I'm already preparing for this to be on Amazon, which is why there are links or buttons here to get it on Amazon US, Amazon Europe, which is probably going to be Amazon DE, Amazon UK, or Amazon Canada. And here it's going to be, a real photo of the actual book and not this. This is a placeholder. This is something that I'm preparing to be as the main feature. However, if I'm going to add more books to it, I might just have a link here to a page that talks about human design related books, and there will be more content on different books. Because again, we have to remember that we're starting from a certain point, but if we already have a vision for what we want next, there are 2 lessons here. 1, you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect and for you to finish everything in order to get started. You can just launch with whatever you have. And 2, always think ahead on how am I going to change things when more things come along. Now we have gifts for each design type, which are images connected to collections on the Fourthwall shop for the 5 human design types: generators, manifesting generators, projectors, manifestors, and reflectors. By the way, I made these photos and a lot of the photos you're going to see on the website using Ideogram. If you want a tutorial on how to use Ideogram for blogging or for website graphics, please let me know in the comments below. And last but not least, for the main page, it's going to be a bit about me. Now, the about section of a lot of websites should somehow be related to what the website is about. And let me explain. I'm going to go to Maytribe, which is the main website for this channel. And as you can see here, there is nothing in the about section that talks about human design, because this is an about for people who are coming from this channel who are looking to learn about online passive income. So I'm an online content creator teaching creative people how to make money from their passions and skills, whether it's print on demand, selling digital downloads. I've worked with clients one-on-one, started my YouTube channel, started my business. There is a link to a video on how I made money. But that is not the same case as here, because this website is all about human design. So the very first thing that I'm going to say is my human design type, which is a manifester with emotional authority, a 4/6 profile on the roof. For those of you who are interested in human design, what is your human design? And were you surprised that I'm a human design manifester? Walking the path of right angle cross of service, which is my incarnation cross, 37 years old in a month, an expat living in the mountains of Bulgaria. So I'm detailing a lot about myself here and how it relates to human design, with another link to a page about and contact, which is much more in depth about me and contact, which I will show you in a minute. Now we're going to go back up to the menu where you can see here understanding your design, human design types, authorities, profiles, centers, definitions, environment, and digestion, which are factors of human design. And this page, the drop-down menu, is actually clickable because it holds in it all the information that is basically presented there. Let me slow it down for a bit. Understanding your design. What is the human design theory? The 5 human design types explained. Does that sound weird to you? Instead of just saying the 5 human design types, or how many human design types are there? And here you can go to a page. I've been working a lot, I told you, that shows all human design types. What are the 5 different human design types? Gate to alignment between all of them, a little brief on generators, a little brief on manifestors, a little brief on projectors, a little brief on human design manifestors, and reflectors, with all of them carrying on to another page that is specifically on that type. Those pages, by the way, can be found here: generator, manifesting generator, projector, manifestors. And then we have what are human design profiles between 1 and 6. Let me open that page. Human design profile, the 6 profile lines, unique personality archetypes, explaining about them, explaining about the internal lines and about the external lines. And here you see a link to a video about Amazon KDP alternative. And this thumbnail obviously will change when I open a new channel on YouTube that talks about human design and explains the profile. So this is already a placeholder here for me to know that this is done. Actually, this should be hidden now that I think about it, because if I'm planning to launch this website before I'm launching the YouTube channel, I'm going to hide it, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to edit page. And this is something that I can do because I'm already logged into the system, and I'm going to scroll all the way down, and I'm going to go to this section, edit image with text, and hide this section. Now, if you look here, we have image with text, but it doesn't appear here anymore. The minute that I create that video, I can just reactivate it. I don't need to delete this and recreate the content later on. I can just activate it when I'm done. We can close this and go back to the main page, which is understanding your design. And again, we have a lot of questions here, as well as questions within the profiles themselves. So this is for manifesting generator type, the nonlinear multi-passionate type. And as you can see here, for example, what makes someone a manifesting generator in human design, and I'm explaining it through a chart, through visual aid. What does it mean to be a human design manifesting generator? There are a lot of questions that pop up in this article and in every single article, because answering questions is the best way to get attention from search engines like Google. And the way that I found these questions is by going to a website called Answer Socrates. Let me type in human design projector, for example. And this is a tool that allows me to basically find questions relating to a topic. So for example, what is the best job for a projector in human design? That is so going to be a video or something like that I'm going to make later on, or a blog post. What is the rarest human design type? This happens no matter what type you put in. What does a projector literally do? I don't think that's human design part, but what careers are good for projectors, and a lot of other questions. I'm not going to elaborate on this tool. There was a full video on it. I will leave a link to that one down below, and you can go ahead and watch it out. And in that video, there is also a link to get this tool with a bit of a discount, and also there is a free version for that. So that is very cool. I'm going to head on back, and I want to show you how a page looks like for a certain type, because again, we are aiming this towards connecting the dots together between the multiple things that I do. So on top of all of the information that is featured on this page, all of a sudden you see manifesting generators gifts, because these are gifts for that type. These are print-on-demand products that exist in this website already. I can just click on one of them and I see it here. Tam-ta-da-dam. And you might also like a bunch of other cool stuff. Below that, manifesting generators versus other human design types, because that is something that people search and discover more, like making decisions, authorities, and other factors. Now, one thing that I do want to show you when it comes to the human design types, let me find how to go to projectors. I do have a Substack account called the Manifestor blog, which has been running from November till March. I haven't updated it in over 2 months, and it's still getting subscribers. And some of the articles here, despite the fact that it's called the Manifestor blog, are also designed for other types, mostly non-sacral types, which are projectors and reflectors. This is the human design projector page. And as you can see under, again, merch, is that there is an article specifically tailored for projectors versus manifestors, and they can read it here on the Substack. Now, there are also non-sacral beings, and there have been articles about that. I'm always going to try to connect people to more spaces because I want people to go to my Substack or to go to my YouTube channel or eventually to my Instagram where they can sign up and get notified. The Substack is the best one for me now because I don't know if you noticed, but you can be subscribed to a channel and not get notified when they have a new video. You also get notifications on channels you're not subscribed to. But hey, every time I post something new on Substack, people who are subscribed get it as an email. Moving on to a page called Express Your Design. And as you can see, again, it's a drop-down menu. Now, if I click on the word generator, it takes me straight to the generator collection on my website. But Express Your Design is actually much larger than that as a page, and it holds a lot of things together. If people click here, they browse all products, so it connects them to everything. Here, it features me with my favorite sweatshirt embroidered Born to Inform, and I'm talking a little bit about this collection of the embroidery products or to view all products. Then people can choose gifts by design type. Again, same as the main page. Gifts by authority, because that is also a factor of human design. And here you can see freebies and printables. Now, I have a lot of printables in mind, and some of them might be paid, some of them might be free. I was thinking to do like journaling prompts that will probably be freebies. I was thinking about doing like guides for each type when it comes to making money online, even though that is probably going to be a book as well. And I was also thinking about doing coloring pages. So that is an option that I have with Fourthwall, again, because I can do digital downloads. Now, below this, you will find bras by product type, which I have embroidered sweatshirts. This is supposed to be nothing. I haven't put a collection here yet. Notebooks and journals, human design tech accessories, wall art posters, and human design t-shirts. Now, for those of you who are wondering why I haven't had anything in t-shirts, because if we go to the t-shirt collection, you can see that it's basically empty. That is because my personal favorite t-shirt is the Bella Canvas 6400, which I'm wearing right now. And that t-shirt is a woman's fit. It's shorter a little bit in the waistline than other t-shirts, and definitely shorter than the most popular t-shirt, which is the Bella Canvas 3001. Now, personally, I don't want to do the man fit versus the woman fit. I prefer to have something unisex, which is why I am test ordering now the Gildan 5000 t-shirt, and I've ordered it. It should arrive in the next few days for me to decide if I want to use that or, again, splitting between the Bella Canvas 3001 or the 6400. But as I said, we have some work to do on this page, and I feel like that is like a mini Fourthwall tutorial. So I clicked on edit page at the bottom, and I need to remove the part about freebies and printables, which again, I don't have to remove it. I can just hide that section, which is better. And let me edit my collection list. We have embroidered sweatshirt. This collection is nothing. I think I want to do mugs here. So let's put human design mugs. Then I have my notebooks and my journals. Then I have t-shirts, wall art posters, tech accessories. And I think I'm going to need actually more because I also have stickers and other stuff. So let's add a collection and call it stickers. Not call it, but choose the stickers collection. And I also have printed sweatshirts that are currently not appearing here. So add another collection of printed sweatshirts. And the number of collections per row is going to be 4. Let's see if it looks better. I'm going to save this up. And then I'm just going to open it in a new tab because what I'm seeing here is like the mini version of it. Yep. By product type. That is awesome. I saved it so I can close it. And as you can see, we are now missing the printables and freebies part because, as I said, I'm going to have it later. Now, under Express Your Design, you can see that you have gifts for generators, manifesting generators, basically all types, as well as authorities. And here, if I click on Human Design Merch, it's going to take me to the All collection. And I have here the drop-down menu of the product types that I have. Note that printed sweatshirts, which I added this morning, is not included here. I'm going to add it in a minute when I edit some parts of this menu with you guys. Now, let's check, for example, the manifestors one. As you can see here, there are multiple products. Some of them have a similar design or a similar slogan to them, and that is coming from knowing the niche, which I feel like a lot of times people don't really talk about it that much. I feel like a lot of times people would just say, I love cats or I love dogs or dog mom and stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff that I'm having here come from understanding this human design type, which is mine, or understanding other human design types of other people. For example, the 3 Bs of informing, bold, blunt, and bye-bye, which will not make sense to anyone else other than a manifestor or someone who's living with one. That's why I feel like it's really good to come from within your niche. I know, for example, some of the people who are watching this channel are into gardening or are into content about menopause. I know we have some people with astrology jokes. We have some people who do tarot cards. And I feel like, again, the more you know your niche, the more chances you have of making good products for it, whether they're print-on-demand, printables, or books. Only 9% of you will get me because 9% of the people are human design manifestors, and a bunch of other products aligned. They're kind of a mess right now. I haven't really organized them one after the other, and I should. And the most important part would be the first 5 products, because if I'm going to go here to a human design manifestor, or actually for anything, like for all of the types, the part about gifts for them includes 5 different things, which is why I will later on edit the 5 like top products in this collection. Now, some of these items hold the same exact design. For example, this one, which is a board certified fire starting instructor. Manifestors are called the fire starters, and I really like making this design. Some of them are wall art that I've taken. I've done a sticker sheet. I'm also going to do individual stickers like this one. This one is also the Foxy and the Fire, but it's a little bit different than the board certified fire starting instructor. I did board certified for all of them. And I feel like if you take it to like other niches, definitely like board certified future reader, psychic, for gardening, board certified mowing the lawn or something like that. That could be cool. Permission granted by me, because it's really in the type of manifestors to not wait for permission. And most of these designs were made using ideogram. And if you want me to make a video on how I take one design from ideogram or one design concept, one slogan, and upload it to multiple products in my shop, please let me know in the comments down below. Now, as I said, people can express their design by just clicking on the type and seeing merch that comes for that. And I feel like most of these things, or all of them, are actually things that I have. For example, I already ordered multiple of these notebooks, which are not in here. Did I not put them here? Let me go back to the manifestors thing. This notebook are these ones that are only made in the US, which is kind of a bummer. I also have laptop sleeves from Printful, so I already know their quality. And of course, the Gildan 18,000 sweatshirt, either embroidered or in real life. I already ordered a lot of them, so I know the quality, and even the mugs, the black ones and the white ones. The only thing that I have never ordered in terms of the things that are in my shop is the 20-ounce white mug, which I did now as a test order, and I can't wait for it to arrive just to put them like one by one to see. 20 ounce is big. It's like almost double the size of this one. By the way, this website is live. The shop is active, and you can just go to it at blueprintreflections.com and check it out if you want to see some of more of the stuff that I've done, whether it's relating to human design or just to see some stuff that I've done, and then later on ask me questions like, for example, why is this only white? Why is it not available in a different color? Again, as I said, I will be answering your questions in a separate video. I'm going to move on to just show you the fact that there is human design merch, again, for all of them. And then you can just click on individual ones that I've made. And I feel like I really like the mugs collection. I feel like I really do. I've sent some of these pages to some friends of mine based on their design type, and they were all very, very excited. The same thing as like the fire starting instructor. So we have like recognition instructor for projectors. We have consistency instructor for generator, and pivoting instructor for manifesting generator, and other cool stuff. But let's move on to the about and contact page. So about the Blueprint Reflections. Yes, I was blonde in this photo. My foot is in this photo, and a mug, a yellow mug. Oh, wow. This photo is actually from 2016, working in a co-working space in Bucharest, Romania. And here I talk about a little bit about human reflection, blueprint reflections. Human Reflections, is more than a human design resource. It's a creative space for insight, expression, and connection. Here you'll find clear, accessible information about human design system, explaining. Now there's Get in Touch. And here it's a bit different because I feel like there are two reasons why people would want to get in touch with me. The first one is because they have a problem with the product or they want to ask questions about the product. And the second one would be as a content creator. And here comes the best part about Fourthwall. They do customer support for you for the print-on-demand products. I mean, they can also do it for Printables, but they wouldn't know how. So for example, if one of your buyers from your shop is not getting their t-shirt on time, when they contact support, Fourthwall are the ones who are checking things from Printful or from the supplier. You don't have to do anything about it. But if I'm going to have a printable file, the things are going to be different. And also if people want to collab or give me some ideas or whatever, as this is going to be the main website for a YouTube channel and all that, which is why I wrote that if you want to get in touch with me, there are two main ways to do it. If it's about an order of a physical item, contact this, which is the support link that leads to Fourthwall. And if it's for questions and queries regarding digital products, contact me at my main website, at my main address, which is hello@mayarroyo.com. Here it says follow on Instagram. It is connected to Instagram, but there is nothing there. If I click on visit profile, you're going to see Blueprint Reflection has nothing. No post yet, other than that. I really like that logo that I did, that Ideogram did. This will be added later because it's already integrated. So the minute I start uploading to Instagram, it's just going to show up. And there is me and my collective vision and a little bit more about myself. And of course, a link to Instagram down below. I haven't had the link to YouTube yet because I don't want to share traffic there yet until there will be something there. One thing that you can see here, the last thing, is the Poetic blog. So if I click on it, it takes me to the Manifester blog on Substack because I have not opened the Poetic blog yet. I wanted to do this with a Substack tutorial, but I then realized that the name might be taken. So I will do that part now, which is click on your name if you already have a publication on Substack, because you can have multiple. Then you're going to go to settings. Then you're going to see your publications and create another one. We are calling it Blueprint Reflections. Please don't be taken. Thank you. Continue. I need to import a mailing list. No, skip for now. Add subscribers manually. No, skip for now. Recommend. No, I'm recommending nothing. Finish. And this is May's Substack. No, I don't want it to say May Substack. Settings. Let me just change that one and then we can move on. Thank you. Blueprint Reflections, save. Blueprint Reflections, save. Awesome. Go to website. And I'm going to carry this link on because we're going to head back to here and work on our menu. And the way to do that is by clicking on Site Design on your Fourthwall dashboard, which, by the way, even on the homepage, you can see that there was an Instagram feed that I hid for now. And we're going to go to the header, edit menu. And this is how the menu looks like, the drop down of everything. I'm going to go to the Poetic blog, click on it, and switch it with this link and update. Dum-da-da-dum. I'm also going to add in the fact that I have printed sweatshirts because they're not appearing here. Add menu link, collections. This is alphabetized, printed sweatshirts. Add menu link and drag it to a good place in the middle. Let's not forget to save. I'm so excited for this entire project. Now you can see that we have printed sweatshirt added here to the menu, and the Poetic blog, if I click on it, goes to Blueprint Reflections Substack account. Now I also want to change the banner at the top, the announcement bar, shipping worldwide from various fulfillment centers, which was at the beginning, but I don't think I want to do that. I feel like I need it to be more approachable. Find alignment through expression. I think that's cool. I don't want to add anything to it. I feel like it's really cool. Find alignment through expression. Now this can also be like a link to something, make the announcement bar clickable. So I can put in join the Substack publication. I can put a link to the new book when it comes out, basically anything that I want to promote. But right now I don't have anything that I want to promote. I just want people to like see this. So that's cool for me and I'm going to save it. Now, all of this is nice and pretty, but at the end of the day, you can write the best SEO content ever. And unless no one has ever written about this before and everyone is asking about this, you are not going to get traffic. The plan needs to be a little bit more collaborative. Now, we already know that I plan to sell print-on-demand merch, and eventually I want to sell printables and digital files. I do not want to do coaching services. I might do human design readings or Gene Keys readings maybe next year. And Fourthwall also has the option to do memberships, kind of like Patreon, and Substack has this option as well, but I don't think that I will go that road. Instead, what I'm going to do, it's going to look a little bit like this. And I'm sorry, I'm looking to the side, but you know, the plan is like written somewhere and I have to look at it. The Manifestor blog Substack is going to stay for manifestors, mostly for manifestors only. And I feel like that is a very good way to funnel people in to the merch that I have on manifestors. And it doesn't matter that I have merch on other types. I'm not going to do specific blogs on each and every type because I know more about manifestors because I am one. And if you know anything about manifestors, you know that they're going to buy a t-shirt, and if they like it, they're going to tell about it to all of their friends, no matter their design type, because that's what manifestors do. Now, the one thing that I did notice with the Substack account for the human design manifestors, which again, I started in November, the last time I posted was in March of this year. I think was the 17th of March, and I'm still getting subscribers almost daily in over 2 months that I have not posted anything. And that is because people actually go to Substack when they're looking to read and they find it there. It's kind of like the social media platform for people who want to read about something, which is why it's working. Why is this falling apart? Can't find the normal one that I'm using, and this is pissing me off. So I will still continue running the Manifestor blog on Substack. I have articles that I need to promote, and the way that I do them is usually I take a few days or a day and basically post 4 articles that will be posted once a week, because you can schedule your articles with Substack. Now, the next thing on my to-do list is to finish the human design book that I'm editing, which is here, if I'm not mistaken. Where are you? I finished the biggest draft of it, let's call it that, and printed it out. And then I went over all of these poems by hand in the week getaway that I gave myself. And now I'm finally finalizing uploading this, well, basically like typing the things that I changed, because it doesn't matter that I changed it on paper. I need to change it on the document page. And then I will be uploading it to Amazon KDP. Of course, there will be a tutorial about that book. And once that book is done, what I thought about was like this. So I have over 100 poems in that book. All I have to do is take one poem, create interesting graphics around it, and post it as a post on Substack, which I can spend 2 days working like a crazy busy bee, basically scheduling posts once a week for the next 100 weeks. That's almost 2 years of content planned in advance to promote that book. Now, if I'm going to put a poem about human design generators, I can also have a link to the website and a link to, if I have a playlist about them on YouTube, and of course, links to products about generators. And one of the things that I really like about Substack is that I can always change the footer of the emails that people get. So the more content I'm going to have, or the more links I'm going to have, I can always add it later. I don't have to have it included in the posts. So once I finish the book, I'm going to schedule 100 weeks of content on Substack. I'm laughing because I feel like it's a very ambitious thing and I might get tired after 8, but we will see. Now, of course, there's going to be a YouTube channel, which I will start with the basics of human design just to cover up my, my basics. I feel like I'm repeating myself. The basics of human design, just to dot my I's and cross my T's when it comes to human design types, profiles, and authorities. But then I plan on doing something a bit different. It might take a turn into business, because I have been kind of doing this as I go along with friends and with people that I know here, and even viewers of this channel who we've had a chance to go over their human design chart and analyze what kind of business they should be into. And I'm probably going to do a video that is kind of like a book review. I'm even thinking to start the channel with the book review or reading a little bit from the book. And I feel like that is one of the best ways to promote a book, and I feel like people don't do it enough, is just to read a part of the book, whether it's on video or share it as a printed option. Now, as for the Instagram account, I do want it to be less designed to tell people what to do or to teach people about human design, because I feel like they should be going to the website or they should be going to the YouTube channel if they want to know about that. I do want to make it the more poetic side, so it is going to have probably the poems. I don't want to say suck at Instagram because I think I'm really good at Instagram. The problem is that I hate the consistency of Instagram, and I also hate this type of content. I hate short form content. It's literally impossible for me to make a video that is under like an hour. I'm really trying here. But one thing that I was thinking about is to create some kind of B-roll videos, like footage of me like sitting, drinking coffee, or doing something relating to a poem. And then it's going to be like my voice reading the poem. And when I find out what I want to do with Instagram, I'm going to let you know and probably make a tutorial about that, because it might include another AI tool that I'm researching lately and I really, really like. So this is why I've been MIA. If you actually go to blueprintreflections.com, you'll see that there is a lot of work there. I don't even know how many products I've done, but I can tell you, like, this was from this morning. So I done 20 products this morning with my morning coffee manually, which is not as easy as like Redbubble or TeePublic when you just upload it to multiple products. You have to do each product manually and create just the right information about it. Where is everything going to be shipped from? Because I am pedantic and annoying, and I am ready for the pedantic and annoying customer. But yeah, this is why I've been away. You can go ahead and check out blueprintreflection.com if you're interested in human design, or just to see the behind the scenes or the front of the scenes of what I'm doing. And I would love to hear your thoughts, whether it's about the niche that I've chosen, whether it's about, again, the plan, because we're not talking about how to launch a human design business. We're talking about how to take a niche and break it down. It has a Fourthwall shop that is also the website. I could have gone with a Hostinger website and sold digital files on Hostinger Website Builder, or sold digital files with PayHip. I could have uploaded some of the merch, the Print on Demand merch, onto TeePublic or to other website if I wanted to. I can have 3 Substack accounts, each for each type, and I don't have to have a YouTube channel. I can have multiple books and just a shop that sells like quotes from the books. The whole point is to see the plan and how it comes together. And if you want to comment on that, whether as a feedback or as a question on how you can do that with your niche, or why did I choose specifically something like this, please do so in the comments down below, as well as requests for videos that you want me to make. And remember, your questions will be answered in about a week in a video on this channel, because I thought that would be a really cool way to answer your questions, because a lot of times I feel that it's harder for me to express certain things in text, especially when they include visualization of any kind, or like showing something visual or process. So do let me know any question you have in the comments down below. I've said that a million times. I need to let that go. So I would leave you with 2 links on the screen right now to 2 videos that I think you might find useful. The first one is about how to brainstorm business ideas with Chatgpt, which I've done loads when planning this business, and I feel like this is one of the best videos that I've done in a very, very long time. And the second video under it is going to be for the Answer Socrates, that cool tool that we've seen briefly, because I made a much longer video about them, and I really think it's a cool tool to hack SEO a little bit better, especially when it became so competitive. This is SEO not just for written content, but also for videos, and mostly for YouTube videos. And it works amazing, and I'm super excited to have found that tool right before starting this project. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, or were at least entertained. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!